Hello guys, welcome to our new catalog kickoff. We are going to, and I say new catalog, it's really new catalog and online exclusives kickoff because we have so many new things online. So we love a new catalog. This is the first time I could show you the catalog inside by Stampin' Up's rules, and it's fantastic, okay? The first thing we love to see is the new colors, but we also love to see all the new suites, all the new bundles, and then Stampin' Up surprised us, or at least me and probably most, with the release of a whole bunch of online exclusive products. And honestly, I didn't do this on purpose. I chose the 3 stamp set we're using today as online exclusives. So it doesn't matter where they are, okay? Whether you get them online or in the catalog, they're all fabulous. So you definitely want to be shopping in this online store so that you can see everything. But the catalog does have some gorgeous inspiration. So we're going to make versions, but we are going to make this cute notes and totes, cheers and sips, and blooming phrases cards. So let's just start with our first card, and then we'll talk about some other fun things each time. Let's start with our first card, and this is made with the Blooming Phrases stamp set. Now, at first glance, I wanted this just because of the sentiments, okay? I had no idea that it was like a deal where the flowers came onto the tail of the sentiments. And the way I found out is I looked online for some examples. That's always the best thing to do, is either look in the book or look online and say, what did Stampin' Up make with this card? And I noticed that they were putting these cute flowers right on the ends of, I guess, on the tail of the sentiments. You can see here, you can pop that little flower on. And then also, we just use the flower around the sentiments here in these cards that we made at Stamp Club. So, let's get started. We're going to use this stamp set with some different papers. I wanted to see one of my favorite sheets in this paper I wanted to use. So, this is the designer paper that we're using, and this is actually the one item that does come from our, well, not the one item, but one of my favorite items that comes from the annual catalog. And it's with the suite called, I could name it, but and that's a coordinating scrapbook kit that goes with it. Super cool. Memories in Bloom. But we're looking for this called Florals in Bloom Suite, okay? It's got new colors, Strawberry Slush, Timid, Tiger, Darling, Duckling, and Secret Sea with Summer Splash and Petunia Pop, okay? And it's got all the best florals, plus the flip side is fabulous, okay? So you can make so many cute cards with that. This paper is so awesome. This is my 3rd pack to use, and I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. Even after a year, which it's in the annual catalog, so it'll be around for a year. I chose to make this card with Cloud Cover, which is one of our new colors, and then I'm going to use this pattern of the designer paper that I love. It's got some Timid Tiger, that Summer Splash, and some of that hint of Secret Sea. I've got everything over here except for all of my adhesives, which is somewhat important. All right, luckily my bucket was near. Okay, so first we're going to put just a little bit of basic white to frame our designer paper. It's cut just shy of that 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then we're going to pop this piece of designer paper down from that Florals in Bloom. I love this piece. All right, so cute. And I'm gonna hold this aside. Now we're gonna do our stamping. So this is where the Florals in Bloom comes into play. Now I'm gonna use Secret Sea and Timid Tiger, okay? And I'm going to use the two stamps that say Happy Birthday and then this stamp, okay? So what we're gonna do is at first time I stamped this, I stamped both of the Happy and the Birthday straight, and I thought it was weird because it had two tails, and that's just weird. So when I was going to sleep, I was like, oh yeah, we can just stamp not the whole thing. So we're just gonna take the Happy without the tail, and then we're going to stamp the whole tail of the Birthday. Okay, and then we're gonna come in with our Timid Tiger. I'm gonna tell you all about these new colors in a second. I just wanted to get started with something fun first. Well, the new colors are fun too. So what you're gonna do is line up that top flower with the end of the tail and then center that. It's actually quite easy. You don't need a stamp positioning tool to do that. You can do it with your own little eyeballs. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we are going to pop this piece of white down to our strip, and we are gonna pop that up with dimensionals. I did not dimensionalize my original card, but a lot of people did, and I liked it a lot. So pop that up with dimensionals, and then you're going to want to grab a pack of these In Color flat pearls. As you can see, I've already used quite a few. Here is the Timid Tiger version, and there's also a pretty cloud cover. Here's the cloud cover. Nope, yep, there's the cloud color version, cover version. But we're going to use this, what do you call it? Secret Sea. And you can see it's, well, I can see, but it's iridescent, and so it really brings out the orange in those flowers. So I love that about that embellishment. These are also currently available, and they're in that suite that I just showed you with the Florals in Bloom. So make sure and grab those. All right, so that's card number 1. Now, we talked about the end colors that are in this paper, but let me introduce you to them. So we have 5 new end colors. These colors have a lifespan of 2 years or longer if they end up making it into our full color line, but they're guaranteed for 2 years to be in our product offering. And they are all fabulous. Strawberry Slush we've seen before. Give me any pink, it'll be my new favorite color. Darling Duckling is a great yellow. It's a grayish yellow, and it stamps really well. Sometimes with yellows you can't really see what you've stamped, but the Darling Duckling definitely. Secret Sea is like a neutral phenomenon. It's the darkest navy I think you could get without being black. And then we have, I love this Timid Tiger versus like Pumpkin Pie, because Pumpkin Pie has such an autumn or fall vibe to it. And this is a spring summer orange. Like this is a pop it up orange, fantastic. And then Cloud Cover is just, oh, it's so wonderful. It's like less green than Pool Party, more blue than Smoky Slate, but kind of in that in-between area. It is a problem child. And so we do have ink pads with these 4 colors. Timid Tiger, Secret Seed, Darling Duckling, and Strawberry Slush. But the ink pad with the cloud cover is just not going to work. For whatever reason, the ink interfered with the foam on the pad. So what you've got to buy to get your cloud cover, which is no big deal, is some uninked Stampin Spots and a reinker. Okay, and then you'll have all of the cloud cover you will need. So that's why I included it here in our In Color Starter Kit special. We'll talk about that in a minute. So you're going to want to get all of the new In Colors right off the bat. They're going to be your favorites before long, and just don't delay. Buy those. Okay, let us move on to our next card, and it is, oh, before we do that, let me show you some other cards made with this suite of products. So first of all, another Blooming Phrases card with the Florals in Bloom paper. Here's another Florals in Bloom paper with a Blooming Phrases. These are some swaps that I received using that designer paper. And you can see how it goes on and on. It really features those new In Colors. Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, Timid Tiger. We're bringing in a couple of this suite, the Florals with the Florals in Bloom paper, has 2 full stamp sets. So you'll want to definitely add that to your wish list as well. But it's got 2 full suites, and the star of the show is of that suite, which we're not using today, is the in my opinion, Pretty Florals bundle. So I told you this one has 2 whole suites, or 2 whole bundles. Again, not what we're using today, but goes with this Florals in Bloom designer paper. All right, so someone made this swap. Actually, I'll tell you, Mary Ann Grimmer. And wow, just wow. So nice. Okay, next card is, we're going to recreate a card using the notes and totes. When we were able to go to an event with Stampin' Up! In Raleigh, North Carolina, and got to see this up close before everyone else, and oh my goodness, I just was like, give me all of that. The stamp set and the dies are fabulous. Of course, the dies are outstanding. So I've done a little pre-cutting here, but we have a little die that cuts out a little newspaper. We have a die that cuts out, I've got some other dies mixed in here. The straps on our tote and the little bottom of our tote, and then the handle of the tote, and then a little tote scarf, because of course your tote needs a scarf. So all of these great dies come with the notes and totes. And then you've got little suntan oil, water bottles, fish, hearts, sunglasses, seashells, another tote handle, some other cute things, and then a little crate-like situation going on here or something. I don't even know what that is. So you would definitely want the whole bundle, not just the stamps. Okay, I'm going to put those aside because I've done all the die cutting already. So I'm starting with a piece of Strawberry Slush, and we are going to put a strip. I love this color combination of Lemon Lolly. I love how the new In Colors just bring life to our current color offering. So when I thought about Lemon Lolly with Strawberry Slush, my eyes just perked up. Now, we are eventually going to have Strawberry Slush ribbon, but that I was just able to order it on Tuesday, so it's not here yet. But this white woven ribbon is fabulous. But believe you me, when I get that In Color ribbon in, you're going to see it all over the place. And you can order it now. It's available for customers now. It just wasn't on the pre-order where we were able to order early as happy shoppers. All right, so I've already used my die to cut out this little sweet piece of the tote. Now, if you want to make a 3D tote that kind of pops up, you don't have to cut these little pieces off, but I just need the tote part. So there are score lines here. I don't know if you can see those, but I'm just cutting along those score lines because I just need the bag, I don't need the structure of the bag. You can make little 3D bags, you can do all kinds of things with it, but I just need the bag. All right, so that's of course my bag is floral because I'm a flower girl. And then we're going to start adding on our elements. Now, I'm gonna need some glue for sure. Oh, I happen to have some right here. Okay, so we are gonna start by popping on these little details on our bag. This to me is what really makes this bundle pop, are all these sweet little details in the dies. Yes, you could make a little toad, but no, this one is out of this world. So we're going to pop that on, and then our last piece is this little bottom. Oh, you know, you have to have that piece that protects your purse when you sit it in the sand or slam it around your car or whatever you do with your purse. So that's its little protective piece. And then of course we're gonna have our handle. Adorable. That goes right here. And then we're gonna put, of course, our purse needs a scarf. I mean, it's a bougie purse already, so of course it needs a scarf. Now, y'all know me, I would probably never carry a purse like this, but I would definitely make a card and send it to someone. All right, so we're gonna eventually pop that up with dimensionals, but not before we make our little newspaper. So this is a little die cut that comes out, has a little inside, but all we're gonna do is stamp at the top where it says, and it's gonna say, "Newsflash, you're fabulous." With strawberry slush, of course. Ooh, I didn't clean that, but it turned out it was okay. All right, so you've got other options, exclusive, just made for you, so grateful, a true story. That's so cute. You earned it. I love this because I have so many team members that earn things, and this will be great. So we're gonna tuck that in our little tote. And actually, I'm probably just gonna get it where I want it and go ahead and get some. If I had some tear and tape, I would use that, but I don't. So I'm just going to use a glue dot and sneak it under there to keep that newspaper right where I want it once I get it positioned. Okay, and I almost forgot one of my favorite details of this card. Now, this is a swap from Amy's Story. So cute. And I am going to pop this little circle with the spotlight on nature dies. I'm so glad those continued into the next catalog, or at least they're still available. I don't even know how to say that, but that's such a cute little background for our, oh my goodness, for our little tote. Oh, hi, Claudia. Good to see you. I got so engrossed I forgot to say hello. Claudia is here. Hello, Cheryl and Joan. Thank you. I do love this set. I love them all, of course. Give me everything. Once, you know how it is. Once we see something that's made with it, we're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. It's really just a matter of what can I live without. And it's usually nothing. I want it all. Okay, so we're going to pop that on just like, so sweet. And then I'm going to use these Strawberry Slush In Color dots to really just give this a little sparkle and shine. And fantastic. That card is ready to rock and roll. I love her version. I love my version. And the thing is, with this set of designer paper, you could make so many cute totes and notes. Could you not? Okay. So let us stick that over here. Now let's talk about our In Color starter kit. So the easiest way to get the new In Colors is to get a starter kit. And as luck would have it, Stampin' Up! Has a starter kit special. Now a starter kit can mean you can run a business, but it can also mean that you're just going to shop happily at a discount. So you choose how you want to use your starter kit. I have a team of about 70 people, and I would say about 65 of them are happy shoppers. So they are simply shopping at a discount because you get 20 to 25% off of your items once you pull that trigger. Right now, our kit is $125 for $99, typically no shipping, which is always a great deal. But right now, I'm sorry, it's not $166, it's $165. I don't know why I keep saying $166. It just sounds like an even number. But you're going to get $165 for $99 with no shipping. I would recommend the 4 In Color pads, not cloud cover, and then a reinker, all the reinkers because you need them for your ink pads, and then you're going to get the Stampin' Spot to create your cloud cover ink pad. Then all the colors of the blends, 5 sets, a mixture pack of the cardstock, so it has some of each color, and then just the Stampin' Right markers, the regular markers for the In Colors, and you have got, that gets you right up to $159. I went ahead and said $160, but look, you're still only going to pay $99 for all of that with no shipping. There's nothing you can say about that other than it's a fantastic deal. So get your wish. What I recommend with your starter kit is get your long wish list and just get on the computer, get your catalog out, make a long wish list. But if you're going through the catalog, don't forget to go online and look at all the cute things there and get your list ready, and then contact me or go ahead and pull the trigger. I've sent out an email this week. I'll send out another one with a handy dandy little link to just pull that trigger to get your starter kit. I will be out of town next week on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. So if you have any problems, I have friends that can help you get that figured out. But until Tuesday, or until end of day Monday, I can help you. So send me a picture of your big wish list, and I will get you started. Also, if you have any problem doing it and you can't reach me, you can call 1-800-STAMP-UP and just tell them that you want to join under me, Kay Cogbill. Oh, I guess I should say that. My name is Kay Cogbill. And my business is called Paper Made Prettier. Okay. I'm going to be your favorite demonstrator. I have Facebook Lives every week on Wednesdays. I would love to have your business. Okay. The next card we're making uses, so we have totes, we have flowers, and now we have some sippy sips. And we are going to make the cutest card with this set called Cheers and Sips. The designer paper for this is unique. It has a lot of really cute images with drinks, some alcoholic, some not, so you pick your poison, okay? And the back side of it is also fabulous. We've got all these monochromatic tones, and guess what? We have some new In Colors. So if you think you can escape the In Colors and not get them, don't, because you're just going to need them. But we also have a couple of floral patterns, so that makes it very versatile. And then this one that just has some fruits, which would be perfect for summer. So don't just say, oh, that's the alcohol bundle. No, always look at in detail at it, and you'll find so many things. So we are, of course, if you like alcohol, then it's your favorite bundle. You pick your poison there. Okay. I like a sip every now and then, but I am a responsible citizen. Try to keep it real. Okay. I did not do a very good job with this card base. This is Blackberry Bliss, and we are going to put a piece of this designer paper from the Cheers and Sips. Now, this is all online, so I can't show it to you in the catalog because it's all online. So you just need to go there, check it out. I have this cute little piece from I use the Everyday Arches dies. It really makes a fun layer on a card, but you've seen these arches. They're so popular. I think they're currently either low inventory or not available. And I've cut out some really sweet cups of drink. Now, I used the Cheers and Sips dies to cut these two cups directly out of that designer paper. So you can make those in a flash. And that does cut a number of the cups, but you can also, and I did this at my retreat, you can also sit here and fussy cut around some of the ones that don't go with the dies in a flash. They're straight lines in general, except for your little flourish there, but you can see how quickly you could. So that cuts with the dies, but this doesn't, obviously, because it's got the orange on there. Anyway, dies, 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 fussy cut. But I cut like 60 of them in like 15 minutes. So you definitely want the dies, but don't feel like that you can't use the ones that don't have dies. All right, so we are going to stamp Cheers. And I'm going to make this one say, it's your day. No, I'm going to make it say, cheers to you. Because I will say, I always need more cards that are congratulatory. It seems like I have a lot of certain types, and I'm always like, God, I don't have a card for that. So we're going to stamp Cheers. I'm going to do these separately with Blackberry Bliss. Oh, I did not re-ink this. Sometimes my Blackberry Bliss can kind of be a problem child. All right, so Cheers. We're going to get this pretty low. Oh, that's perfect. Yay. Probably still inked up from my retreat that I just had. So Cheers to you. It's the delicate and precious. Delicate and precious. All right, now we are going to take this little strip of Blackberry Bliss, roll it along, and we're going to slide it onto our, let's see if we can square that with the top there. And then we're just going to trim that down. Okay, like so. So I'm gonna flush this up to the top. And I used the biggest die here, and I like that I used a little bit smaller die because it shows a little bit more of that designer paper. Okay, and we are going to use our dimensionals to pop this up, not before we put a little sprig behind this. Now here's another great use of these Cheers and Sips dies. We have little circles that cut out the gray or lemons, all kinds of little sprigs, umbrellas, but I chose this little green sprig because it felt like something kind of popping out of my iced tea. And let's pop a glue dot onto that. Stick that behind our iced tea. And we have a refreshing card that will get you to the pool and back, or to the lake and back, wherever you like to spend your hot summer days. All right. So I like to kind of do these at the same time so I can figure out where to put them. And they are adorable. Now let's see. I don't have them on the table, but there are these iridescent embellishments that go great on this card. Well, I will find them and put them on and show y'all a picture of it when I put up all my pictures after this Facebook Live. So let me show you some other cards used with the Cheers and Sips bundle. These are some swaps I received. So cute. Here's another one where you've got a couple of those. Now, just an example of showing you how you can bring in other stamp sets with those versatile floral paper in that set. And then we have one more cute little card with that designer paper in a different stamp set. I did not have a chance to show you this other card from the Notes and Totes. Okay, very cool card that I received as a swap that also uses the stamps from the Notes and Totes bundle. Okay, so let me recap. Oh, I haven't even told you about my special for while I'm out of town. So we did use Blooming Phrases, Notes and Totes, Cheers and Sips. This is a bundle. This is a bundle. This is just a stamp set. Okay, so make sure and get the bundle for these two. But while I'm away, so this special goes all the way to May 19th. Okay, usually my specials are just for 1 week, but this is through this week and all of next week. If you order $50 or more, then you're going to get 48 sheets of 6x6 designer paper, a mixture, and 10 completed cards. I have so many cards that I cleaned out all my display boards with all these fantastic cards. And then you're going to get that goodie packet is going to ship to you the week of the 19th. Okay. And don't forget about that starter kit special where you can get all of those in colors for a breeze, for a still. Oh, it fell on the ground. So don't forget how you can get all of your in colors there at the best deal. Again, my name is Kate Cogbill, papermadeprettier.com. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll see all of the videos I do every Wednesday. And thanks for attending my new catalog and online products kickoff today. Bye.